talking about Doujin, I think he has one of the most poisonous playstyles, you know? He will condition you, he will imprint his playstyle, and after all of that, he's gonna exact his will.
First, look at that 93% win rate for the past week. That is huge. And his pocket picks, Leo and Feng, were at 100%. Of course, he just picked Lily twice. Sorry, three times. Two of them being successful wins.
I think Feng is also one of the most underrepresented characters on the entire roster. He's definitely super entertaining, an absolute monster in close up. But Doujin dominating Maru in this head-to-head here, 10-4. So Maru, he kind of wants to even this out just by a bit, just having the score, getting that fifth set for himself. But of course, Doujin, knowing him, the doctor of Techonomics, wants to keep this surgery ongoing.
And of course, I'm not sure if everyone remembers, but the last time that these two faced each other in the Nationals was during the season finale, where Dojin used Alisa against Maru's Dragunov. I'm not sure if you remember that.
That's actually exactly. Yeah. That's actually such a great thing to remember. And again, just the testament of the Lord Historian himself, Hotly. That was such a heartbreaking moment for Doujin as well, you know. Doujin, again, I think maybe in that time, I think a lot of people were expecting him to have another berth at the grand finals because at that point, he was super dominant as well, you know. But Maru just kind of turned on the streak and just kind of, you know, denied him of that. And this is going to be a rematch of the ages, don't you think?
I agree, and actually that is one of the most momentous victories of Maru during the season finale. Because like right after that, he faced Jules, he faced AK, and you know that match between Maru and Dojin is really a nail biter.
Nail biter indeed, and I'm not gonna lie. I think these are the two players that has given me the most moments of getting nearly lightheaded while casting because getting so excited, just asking myself, why would you do that? Why would you pull out that move in this kind of situation? But hey, in Tekken, again, data is data, and sometimes data is the law. But you know, sometimes you just gotta be a rule breaker, and if it works, it works.
True. Another interesting thing to say about these two is that out of all the athletes that we have in the current roster, these two probably they are the two who has the most characters.
Yeah, especially the way this conference is turning out, Ron, where Maru, we didn't expect him to basically bring out the Ana, hell, even the Asuka on the first episode. And again, Maru is the type of guy that just loves to play around with the opponent's brain.
Okay, so Maru bringing out Negan and Dojin with a Hwoarang. I'm sure this will be very interesting since have we seen a Hwoarang before during this conference? Because I can't remember one.
I'm not entirely sure if we've seen the Hwoarang, but I think it was you who told me the lore behind Dojin's Hwoarang, who was absolutely dominating in the arcade days of Tekken 7 here. I think that was one of his first red ranks, and getting a red rank in the arcades where you're face to face against someone, you know, that's a very, very big sign that, hey, I'm really good at this game. I mean, of course, they're on the Nationals.
Okay. I think we're getting word from our tech team that it is actually Dojin who's using Negan. And it's Maru who's using Hwoarang. Then again, it's still interesting. We have seen how oppressive Dojin can be with his Negan. And I think this is the first time Maru will be bringing out Hwoarang in this conference.
I think we actually saw a bit of Hwoarang, but it wasn't in any of the official matches. It was in the show match where it was a team kill day. And I think he randomed Hwoarang, and by the gods, he was like, thank you. I can finally bring out the menacing online monster that is Hwoarang.
That's actually something that is interesting about the franchise face-off because all the picks were random, so even the players don't know who they will end up with or who the opponent will end up with. So
to be honest, I feel like
it's not an option.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, I feel like that was just another day in the office for Doujin. It's like, yeah, okay, it's random.
It doesn't really mean much, or it doesn't really make much of a difference if whoever character pops up on his screen, he definitely can play it at a very high level.
Exactly, and honestly, let's just talk about this head-to-head real quick. Again, Hwoarang does have one of the most intimidating power crushes in the game, but that's also true for Negan. And Negan can just kind of pull that out, launch Hwoarang, and I would say just kind of halt him from that marching offense we've seen, that very oppressive flamingo and stanceling that I'm pretty sure Maru is very capable of. If not, why would he even bring this pick out, right?
Yes, and of course, one
I'm,
thing that okay, happening here. Did we have the right sides now?
well, and it's actually Doujin on the Hwoarang here and Maru
Okay,
on
okay.
the
Okay. Oh,
on the
they just had to switch sides. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. So yeah, still Dojin will be using Hwoarang and Maru will be. I do apologize for the confusion. Maru will also be using Negan and Dojin with the Hwoarang.
And like we mentioned, Doujin, an absolute terror here on his Hwoarang. I don't think we've seen Maru bring out his Negan yet, but knowing Maru, he is gonna maximize the hell out of this power crush.
I hope you got your
And again,
soul meat,
as mentioned earlier, this is not the first time we're seeing Dojin with a Negan. And he will definitely force the offense on the opponent just like that.
Big backswing blow to start it off for Maru here. Doujin is already back against the wall, but of course the signature down 3-4 is there. Maru knows how to stop that, and he's gonna put Doujin swinging that bat. You're bringing a fist to a bat fight here.
Look at that, how the way Dojin gets within the distance of Maru and just stepping away just in time to avoid those strikes.
Exactly, and my goodness, beautiful adjustment, but Maru has been making perfect timing with this Rage Art. Is he gonna survive? No! Doujin clutching out the round with that.
That is too close to call. I mean, it could have gone the other way around had Maru had enough life to spare. Then again, the well-calculated offense of Dojin made sure that he will interrupt that Rage Art.
Exactly, in that intimidation stance, Doujin has to be careful, but Maru has to watch out because that Just Frame Skyrocket is gonna send him to heaven. And again, such a beautiful round by Doujin here, already taking a big lead over the E-Pro.
Definitely dominating, and the amount of damage that Dojin is dealing on Maru. Look at that, look at the red. Really too quick for any of us to catch up with.
Ouch, that could have been so dangerous for Doujin here, but he is in the instance. Maru will get punished for those minus frames that he was trying to abuse here, and Doujin convincingly taking the first set.
I mean, it was really difficult to keep up with those exchanges, but I have to commend Dojin for being, keeping composure even under pressure. His back was against the wall. He knew how to defend as much as he knew how to deal damage.
Yeah, and a lot of people have that mindset in this game. It's not just about dealing the damage. It's also about how you take it and how you position yourself to minimize the options of the opposing player. But again, these are professional athletes here. Their adjustment is absolutely insane, and they're doing a lot of things that we might not be noticing even on screen as we speak.
True, and I think that what Maru needs to neutralize here is that the amount of damage that Hwoarang is dealing is really uncanny. It's really something that to watch out for. It's really scary combos, not just the strings, but yeah, the juggles, the wall combos, actually everything about Hwoarang, even the footwork, getting into position to strike and then going out of the out of range to avoid any of the attacks of Negan. That is something that we have to commend Dojin for.
And I think Maru had the right idea to go for the the backswing blow at the beginning of the round there. It did catch Dojin, and he's playing to the strengths of Negan. Negan is a very long character and has insane punishment. So if he just kind of plays his cards right, make Dojin force Dojin to go into mistakes rather, and maybe he can capitalize that. Then we also saw that when Dojin was back turned against the wall, he did go for the 1-2 into the launching back. Then I think at that point it was confirmed. But right now, again, Maru not shying away from the character swap. Maybe he's gonna bring out the Ganryu, maybe he's gonna bring out the Ana, who knows?
Let's see. He probably has. I'm not sure if that was a blind pick. If any of the players knew what each other was using, but then again, knowing Maru, there you go. Yeah, a very formidable matchup against Hwoarang. Of course, Asuka has the counters. She's very quick. She has those side set moves that can go toe to toe against the offense of Hwoarang.
Yeah, and I would say Asuka is the electric fence of the cast. She has so many tools to just keep you the hell away from her. She's such a great keep out character, and I think Maru knows this. Maru's completely aware of this. But Doujin, again, these are professional athletes. These are moments where he has to adjust, and that 12 win streak could be in jeopardy if Maru heats up here. Now Maru going for the beatdown punch, trying to collect those plus frames. Doujin is also playing to his strength, knowing that Asuka doesn't have any real defense breakers. That jab is going to float him out for a very tiny combo here, but the positional advantage is definitely on the side of Doujin here. Maru is going to taste the back of that wall. And another wall as well. Beautiful decision here to go for that back three, but the counter is finally in play. Tooth Fairy as well, but Doujin virtually unscathed in that round. Will take it and collect his momentum moving on to this one. Now, again, Doujin, it's his job here to play ahead now. Maru has to be very careful, and of course, the wild back three to capitalize on that whiff.
Okay, good call there on the back three from Maru. It's definitely a good answer to the offense of Hwoarang. Was able to do some damage, and here comes Doujin with that counter hit with a Peacemaker. Going to the wall, ended it with a side turn kick.
To be honest, I'm surprised Doujin doesn't bring out his Hwoarang enough. But no, Maru surprising everyone with an Arc Blast of himself. It's like, you know what? I'm kind of tired playing from behind, playing defensively. Eat an Arc Blast. Stay down. Don't jump. What are you doing?
Good interrupt there from Maru, and good counter. Quite a bit short on the Demon Slayer. Here comes Doujin with the offense of his own. He is in rage. He is in a mission. He wants to get that 3 points.
Oh my
Here
goodness.
We go again. And this time it connects.
This time, it's not on the side of Doujin here. And Maru's like, heh, that was calculated. I was waiting for you to do that.
And he learned the first time it happened. There's the Magic 4. Wasn't able to get a combo out of it. But here comes again with the Peacemaker.
The wave dashes are here as well. And the Peacemakers are here to start a war with Maru. But Maru once again is like, I've had enough of your stuff. Go back to your corner. Maru still trying to fight his way out of here, but Doujin with the very annoying down 3-4 mix-ups. Oh, but the parry!
Of course, that is an NC. Good call on Doujin, abusing the Peacekeeper just to, keep Maru at bay.